Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we dive straight into the big topic, Arsenal's summer signing, Viktor Gyokeres. A £55 million transfer fee, plus add-ons up to around £10 million, 5-year deal, 27 years old, right in his prime. Arsenal have started the season strong and are back on top of the Premier League table, but here's the question. The stats aren't as explosive as his Sporting CP days. So, is he really worth £70 million? Is he struggling against the big sides, or does his tactical value outweigh the goal numbers? Let's break it down, data first, then reputation, then his journey so far, so we can decide whether this was money well spent. So far in the Premier League, 7 games, 3 goals, around 576 minutes played. Expected goals almost equal to 3.0, and 13 shot-creating actions. Pretty much on par with expectations, not underperforming, not exceeding either. For a new striker adapting to the Premier League and Arsenal's system, that's fair. But compared to the price tag, people obviously expected fireworks. In Europe, against Olympiacos, he didn't score but hit the post, and his hold-up play directly led to Martinelli's goal. A good example of how his contribution isn't always about finishing. Let's rewind his performances. Match 1 vs Man United, no goals, no shots, few touches, only about 45% passing accuracy. Match 2 vs Leeds, best performance so far, 2 goals, 1 penalty, but let's be honest, Leeds were the weakest opponent so far. Match 3 vs Liverpool, back to quiet mode, 0 shots, 0 goals, and a season-low 15 touches, though passing was better. Match 4 vs Nottingham Forest, scored again, numbers look better. Match 5 vs Man City, almost invisible. Match 6 vs Newcastle, away no goal, but 6 shots, 1 on target, getting more involved. Match 7 vs West Ham, 2 shots, 1 on target, steady, but not lethal yet. So what do these patterns tell us? Arteta has praised Gyokeres several times publicly. He was unbelievable tonight, he's still got so much more to give. That's not just polite talk, Arteta clearly values his off-ball work, strength, and chemistry with teammates. He makes others look better, dragging centre-backs away, creating space for wingers, enabling second-phase attacks. That invisible work is what Arteta loves. Critics say, he disappears against the big clubs. Fair point, but context matters. Early season fixtures were mostly away games, tight spaces, and Arsenal's supply lines weren't clicking yet. Look at that Olympiacos match, no goal doesn't mean no value. His hold-up and movement triggered the first breakthrough. So you've got to look beyond the box score. For 2 or 3 seasons, Arsenal's biggest weakness was finishing chances in the 6-yard box. Nobody consistently attacking the near post. Gyokeres gives them 3 things. 1. Strong hold-up play and smart layoffs, pulls defenders out and releases wingers. 2. Aggressive front post runs, wins those half-height or low crosses. 3. Vertical runs in transition, the first outlet in counter-attacks. Put that together with Soccer, Martinelli, Degaard, and Havertz. And the ideal pattern is, hold up wide late runner close-range finish. Even if he's not scoring every week, he raises the team's finishing efficiency. At Brighton, he was mostly a youth and fringe player. Loan spells at St. Pauli, Swansea, and Coventry toughened him up. At Coventry he finally learned the physical rhythm of English football. Then came Sporting Lisbon, 2 seasons of relentless goals, caught everyone's eye, became one of Europe's hottest number 9s. Now at Arsenal, he's a 7-figure signing expected to deliver immediately. But the jump from Portugal to England means tighter spaces, faster pressing, and stronger defenders. He needs time to recalibrate. 3 points here. 1. Age profile. At 27, most strikers reach tactical maturity and physical peak. Arsenal wanted an instant impact, not a 3-year project. 2. Rarity factor. Players who combine hold-up play, movement, and finishing are rare. Premier League inflation pushes prices up. So £55 million plus add-ons to £70 million is expensive, yes, but market realistic. 3. System fit. If Arsenal's crossing and second-line support improve, his overall value will justify the price tag. Potential risks. Goal inconsistency. Defenders adapt fast in England. Physical load and injury risk. Pressure from that price tag. But the counter-arguments. You can have tactical impact without big numbers. The coaching staff clearly see his value. Arsenal's results are trending upward, proof he's not a liability. Once the chemistry with Saka, Martinelli and Odegaard fully clicks, the goals will come naturally. Keep an eye on touches inside the box and first-time finishes. XG versus actual goals. Front post success rate. Big Six match data, XG, touches, shots. How he rotates with Havertz and maintains pressing efficiency. Right now, he's functionally delivering, even if the stats haven't exploded yet. Arsenal didn't buy him just for goals, they bought him to complete Arteta's tactical puzzle. If his supply chain sharpens and he regains that sporting-level finishing, this number 9 could be the final missing piece in Arsenal's title chase. What do you think? Is he worth £70 million? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy these deep dive analyses, remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.